Dozens of people in Aurora are displaced today after their apartment building caught fire in the middle of the night. Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Sam Shocker. The fire is out now, but 2 people did wound up in the hospital. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon was on scene all morning long and has the latest.
When firefighters arrived here on scene, they say they saw waves of flames coming from the second and third floors of this building behind me here. And firefighters from Aurora Fire Rescue say that this fire spread very quickly. 2 people were transported to the hospital for minor smoke inhalation. I'm going to show you guys a closer look here. My photographer, Alex Dickey, is going to zoom in to give you guys a look. You can see firefighters there on that balcony. They've been poking around inside, making sure all the hot spots are out and investigating the cause of this fire. So when firefighters arrived here again, they saw huge flames coming from the building, and they saw people needing ladder rescue from their windows. So the interior hallway was filled with smoke. Firefighters who went inside had no visibility, and they were dealing with very high heat. Firefighters were able to get everyone out of the building within 20 minutes. And then, because the fire was spreading so quickly, they were afraid of a partial roof collapse. So that's when all the firefighters had to come out of the building. It was just too dangerous for them to remain inside. So once they knew everyone was out and safe, firefighters began attacking the flames from the exterior of the building here. And as you can see, the roof has completely collapsed in here. They say that attic fire really spread quickly. They were trying to extinguish it, but again, they just had to get out of this building. Within an hour, firefighters say that they had control of this fire, and they also had to deal with an ember cast. So that's when a shower of burning embers rains all over the area and onto other structures. So firefighters were also able to prevent this fire from spreading to nearby trees or other buildings. Again, 2 people were transported to the hospital for minor smoke inhalation, and firefighters here are still working to determine what caused this fire. In Aurora, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
Courtney, thank you. Taking a live look outside now. Well, look at that. Another warm spring day in Colorado. Blue skies, a little bit of clouds. It's going to be like this the rest of the week, too. However, some rain showers, I believe. So let's check in now with Jaden Knowles with our Weather Impact team. Hey, Jaden.
Well, good morning, or well, good afternoon now. Sam, how are you doing? I hope everything's going good.
Doing well.
That's good. Let's go ahead and talk about this weather. We are seeing those warm temperatures already. The upper 70s, 75 degrees here in our 9 News studios, 74 at Central Park, and we're not done warming up just quite yet. We're going to continue that as we head into this afternoon, although we are tracking some isolated gusty showers once again today. Here's your current temperatures: the low 80s for the eastern plains, 60s across the high country, low 70s for the western slopes. So live radar, we're pretty dry right now, but noticing we're starting to see that uptick in just some isolated showers down towards our southern mountains, and that's really going to start to blossom once we head into the latter parts of this afternoon. And that's exactly why we're forecasting those gusty isolated showers today, very similar to what we saw yesterday. Next 12 hours, as we're talking about temperatures, I do have the low 80s in the forecast. I think we'll hit the low 80s, but precipitation will start to increase. You can see really about 1 p.m. till about 3 p.m. this evening, maybe even lingering until 7 p.m. So we're going to break down the timing for you and tell you who exactly will see those precipitation and those gusty showers later on in the show. Sam?
All right, Jaden, thank you. We have just entered the start of what's called the 100 deadliest days of summer. It is the stretch of time between Memorial Day to Labor Day. The number of deadly car crashes spikes significantly for teen drivers during that time. Experts do say any new driver, regardless of age, is more prone to car crashes. But inexperience is just one part of what makes driving riskier for teens.
That's when teens drive more, they have more free time, and they're often driving in higher risk conditions. Their brains are still developing and they have more difficulty calibrating risk, frankly.
Drivers between the ages of 16 and 19 have a deadly crash rate almost triple drivers aged 20 and older per mile driven. And deadly crashes for teens rise 30% during this time of year. There are a few bad habits you can talk with your teens about to improve their safety. So for number 1, wear a seatbelt. Also, distracted driving, impaired driving, speeding, and having young passengers in the car all raise a teen's driving risk. Health officials have confirmed a case of hantavirus in Arapahoe County. They say the person who tested positive is recovering well. Arapahoe County Public Health says this case is not related to the deadly outbreak on the cruise ship off the coast of West Africa. This person has a different strain of hantavirus, which the county says is more common. Vice President J.D. Vance will meet with state attorneys general in Washington, D.C. today, but Colorado's Democratic AG Phil Weiser will not be there. The group will discuss the vice president's anti-fraud task force focused on cutting waste in government programs. Weiser is one of about 24 state officials who rejected the invitation over the weekend. In a letter, they said the anti-fraud group is not living up to the, quote, spirit of collaboration, since federal officials only gave about 24 hours notice for the meeting. Weiser is one of several candidates for governor this fall, and we are hosting a series of debates next week for that race. Next Thursday, June 4th, we'll air a commercial-free debate between Weiser and the other Democratic candidate, U.S. Senator Michael Bennet. That starts at 6 p.m. and airs right here on 9 News. And meanwhile, the Republican debate is 1 week from today. That is Tuesday, June 2nd, also at 6 p.m. 9 News is hosting the only scheduled debate with all 3 Republican candidates. We got State Senator Barb Kirkmeyer, State Representative Scott Bottoms, and Ministry Leader Victor Marks. It'll be one of your last chances to hear from the candidates before ballots go out to voters on June 8th. Those ballots must be returned by June 30th. Taking a live look out at Denver International Airport, where we have learned the airport is planning new walkways for people to access all concourses. Right now, there's no way to walk to the B or C concourse. So if the trains go down, people get stranded, they get stuck for hours. The airport told us this morning that it will be repurposing underground baggage tunnels to build new walkways, giving people an option in addition to the trains. Construction is expected to start at the beginning of next year.